This one's going to be actually harder to remember. So you're going to back through these two. The two little ones. You're going to go out and around.
To the right.
Towards Ritz. Yep. Out and then through, around. So figure 8. Then go back towards Ritz, out and around. And then when you go back through again, this time you're going to jump down 2.
Hold on.
So it's what I call a zipper.
Figure 8, out and around, and then when I come back, like after I do my entire figure 8.
Yep.
Now
And you go back through.
Yep.
You're going to go jump all the way to this one.
To the very end?
Nope.
Or in between
To
the two tall?
these two now. The little and the tall.
Oh, in the middle.
Yep. So then you're going to figure 8 those two.
Okay.
After you come through with this one, you're going to jump to this one. And then you're going to figure 8 these two. Then after that, you're going to do a slalom. So you're going to do like a serpentine. So you're going to come through, draw her like nose to you. Then you're going to redirect and send her away from you. And then you're going to send her out. So it's going to be just a little slalom there.
Okay. Hold on. I don't know. Oh, your video. I'll let you go all the way through, then I'll make sure I understand.
You want me to hold her and you can walk it? Or you want me to walk it? Here,
I can walk. I was gonna say I can walk it because I think I understand.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I do. So.
So.
Back through here.
Mm-hmm.
Up. Then
Yep. Nope. Jump all the way to the other end. Yep.
Okay, that's where I was confused. And now I'm gonna
Yep, because it's always going to be out and around in order for the rope to stay down on the horse.
there.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna go
Yes.
this one,
Yep. Figure 8.
and then
After you finish that, you're going to come and you're going to send her through, and then you're going to just only draw. You're going to walk down like you're going to walk. Yep. And yep.
and I just walk side with her.
Yep. And then you're going to send her all the way around.
All the way around.
And then we're just going to pass this. We're going to pass the noodles. And then when we get here, we're going to stop her, hind yield her again.
Right here.
Yep, hind yield her all the way around so she's parallel to the
Which
barrel. Like,
this
yep,
way?
yep, back her up. Stop her when her front feet get between the cone and the first barrel. Yep. Over that barrel towards you. Yep. Nope.
No.
Not butt over, rib cage over.
Oh, so to sideways walk over. Top
Yeah,
of the cone.
yep.
Okay.
Then you're going to back up all the way to the end of that barrel, staying parallel to that barrel. And then you're going to go sideways away from you at the end of that barrel. Yep, yep, yep. And then all the way out and all the way around all of it.
Oh, like all the way
Yep, so we're going to come all the way back to here. When you get here, you'll be able to move to this side of this post here, and then you're going to send her back through the cones or through the noodles that way.
And it's here, and here,
Yes.
and then right. Did you take notes?
What do you think? She's like, I think you're mad at me. Don't you? You think I'm mad at you. That's not how I wanted to spend my afternoon. Okay? Yes. So I am mad at you. Yep. Good girl, asking a lot of questions. Yep, good. So don't forget the draw. She didn't have any way of knowing what you wanted there. You didn't draw her. So you're gonna pull her nose to you with your energy, with your belly button. Redirect, send her nose. Yep. Redirect. Draw a little bit more. Draw a little bit more and then redirect. Send her nose through. Nose, nose, nose. Yep, yep, yep. All the way down one more. It's okay. Good. Well, if you put your throat through there, it's probably going to make you cough. Yep. Yep. draw, draw, draw. Redirect, yep. Don't pull, don't pull. All the way around. All the way, all the way. Oh, it's okay.
My bad.
It's okay. Just redirect her nose. So you want to draw her more than you want to hind yield her, because you're kind of getting more about a hind yield than you are about a draw.
Okay.
So a draw is you're trying to pull her nose to your belly button.
Okay.
Okay, send her nose through. Yep. Send her shoulder to follow her nose. All the way around. One, yep, yep, yep. Good. Oh, so do you think you gave her too much support with the extra swinging of the rope? Yes, that's why you got speed. Yep, through. Good. There you go, better. You don't have to crouch down so much just because you're trying to get her to your belly button, so you don't have to crouch down so much. Good, good, good. Now, send her to Upi. And then draw her shoulder back into you. Good, send her to Charlotte. Yep, so you needed to redirect her nose. You need to tell her nose which way to go and then ask her shoulder to follow her nose.
I feel like I had a teeny tiny
You were
window
too
and I
far
missed-
behind.
Do what?
You were too far behind her.
Yeah, I just feel like there was a teeny tiny window and I missed it.
Mhm.
Like it was,
Yep.
It's not a lot of time.
So go ahead and
Send
start
her
this.
through here and start the slalom back.
Yep.
Okay.
Redirect, redirect. So you got to get better control of how, because she shouldn't have to pass you. Good. Up, yep. Up. Okay, so now she's feeling it, but now you got to make sure she understands to come through. So she's feeling your push. That's why she's afraid to come on this side of the cone. So you still have to draw first before you push. So just push her shoulder over a little bit. Good, then draw her. Okay, you're going to do it again. Okay.
I'm gonna figure this part out.
Yep.
That's the part.
Get her nose, get her nose. There you go, there you go. Yep. Draw. Kinda. Come on, draw, draw, draw. So she's still feeling your push. That's why she's afraid to come on this side of the cone. You have to still make her feel like she's being drawn through like it's a gate, and where she's standing right now is actually fencing. So we don't want her to think she's supposed to straddle fencing.
Okay.
So we want to make her think she's coming through there like she's coming through a gate. She has to actually come straight through. And then you're going to redirect her nose and push her through the other gate. Good. Get her nose, get her nose, get her nose. You want to get her nose sooner so that you have a little more control of her nose. Good. There you go, there you go. It's okay. So what happened is she's feeling you trying to figure it out. So she's feeling your push energy right here.
Okay.
So she's having a hard time figuring out what to do right on that cone. You were fine on that cone because you have a very standing up kind of presence where it's like she's kind of afraid to come into your space.
This way.
Right. So she's like, I don't think I'm supposed to go into your space. So you got to invite her into your space and then drive her out. There you go. There you go. It was a little bit better. Ooh. Ooh. So give her more room to come through. Pause it for a second. It's right here where you're staying too in her space, so it's not inviting. She's like, I didn't think I'm supposed to go that way, but you're kind of blocking her.
Well, I felt like last time we got the invite better, but then I started to react too quickly. Like I didn't let her get all the way through before I redirected her.
Yeah, you can do your invite where you're pulling her towards the round bales. So you can do it like an invite, like
More
in
sideways
this,
walk
in this
than-
direction. So like, as she's coming through, have it be a pull this way instead of a pull this way. Okay, give it a try. Yep, there you go, real good. Yep, so it's the exact same thing. Yep, almost, yep, almost. So it's literally the exact same thing you just did here. You're just gonna do it there. Right, so when you brought her around here and told her, now I need you to go this way, it's no different than when you imagine that this is,
Just like, am I a good girl yet?
imagine this cone is this cone where you're bringing her around it and then you're redirecting her through.
Okay.
So it's the exact same thing, just twice.
Okay. You hear that?
Yep. Yes. The exact same thing. Stop. Good. Exact same thing. There you go. There you go. Good. All the way out and around all of it.
And then we
You're gonna
high heel here.
hind yield her so she ends up parallel, so over her now too. So she ends up parallel to that barrel.
Over. Over. Over.
Good. Back her up. Good
The front
girl.
feet are here, right?
When her front feet clear that barrel, yep, now you should be able to over her whole body over to, and make sure that now you have to be particular about the shoulder and then the hip, shoulder and then hip. So yep, call the hip now. So you want to, when you can, you're going to call the rib cage, but right now our hip is falling behind, so you're going to bring the part that's falling behind until you can kind of bring the whole horse.
Over. 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 Over.
So wiggle on the line and say, hey, talking to you.
Over.
Good.
Over.
Good. Yep. But to be prepared to back up so you can draw that whole rib cage. Yes.
Over. Over. Over.
Yep. Yep. She had the idea, but you stopped talking to her.
Over.
Good.
Over.
So draw her rib cage through. 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 Hind end. Hind end. Come on. Stop. Don't forget to talk to her.
Over.
Over.
Over. Over.
Over.
Over. Over.
And plan to draw. As soon as she leans, draw. Now hind end.
Over.
Hind end.
Over. Over.
Wiggle on the line. Say, hey, I'm still talking to you.
Over. Over.
Yep. Shoulder.
Over. Over. Good.
Yep. And then start planning to get out of her way so she can come sideways.
Good.
Yep. Yep. Now still over.
Over.
Because I know it's patting your head, rubbing your belly, but you have to have all the communication there.
Over. 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 Over.
Yep.
Over. 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 Over.
Good.
Good.
Good. Over. Your mommy smell funny. Over. Over. Big. Over. Hey. Over. Over. Good. 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 Over. 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 You got room. You got room. Over.
She smell funny to you?
Back.
Yeah.
Back. Back. No. Back. 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 Back.
Over her so she's not teasing him so bad.
Over. 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 Come on. Over. 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 Come on. Over.
Good.
Good. Good. Good. Over. 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 Over.
So she had the idea, just you didn't have her feet where they needed to be.
Over.
She was gonna do it.
Over. Over. Come on. Over. Hey. Over. Up. Over. Over. Come on. Come on. Over. Come on. Over. 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 Get on it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Over. Over. I don't know how to. Okay. Because I can't do what I would normally do, just move her feet. So like.
Over. 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 Good. Back. 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 Over. Over. Yep. Over. 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 Yes. Good. Over. Yes. Good. So see, I'm pulling her ribs over. So I'm pulling her ribs to my belly button. So that's all I was focusing. I was focusing on this spot right here, and I was imagining I have something attached to her rib cage, and I'm sucking like I just got punched in the gut. Like I want that same feeling to come from you, like come with me. It's not just to stand here and be like, okay, I'm pulling you with my belly button. It's not like that. It has to be like almost a physical sensation coming from you to her. I mean, it's literally like you just got a stomach cramp. Like I want to like you need to feel like you're pulling her with your stomach.
Okay.
She's got the general idea, so she just needs the words. You know, she just needs you to communicate that to her. Yep. Stop her front feet, hind yielder. Take that hind yield into an over. Yep. turn her nose so she can turn it into an over. Back her up a little bit so her front feet, she's not trying to straddle the barrel. Good, over, over. Just wiggle the line and be like, hey, I'm talking to you. So she shouldn't get so much time to be like, are you sure?
Over, come on, over. Over. Over.
Good.
Thank you.
Back. Still a lot more over. So there, so all of it has to be like, you have to be, yep, draw her rib cage, stop her nose from coming too much, tell her to over, draw her rib cage.
Over.
Yep, she's considering it, draw her rib cage, draw her rib, draw. There you go, you had it there for a second. There you go, there it is. Good. Good. So just, I always think of like, whatever part of the body I need to come with me. I almost imagine like a taser. You know how like a taser will hit somebody and it'll land on, like it'll stick to them? So I imagine like I just shot something out of my stomach to them and I'm trying to pull that piece of them with me.
Okay.
And it has to feel that like that electrified.
Okay.
And then that'll keep them activated. Because otherwise, if you just kind of like, it's not going to mean as much to her as if you're like, come, you know, like there has to be like a real sensation that she's getting from you.
Okay. The same thing again?
Yeah, just give it a try. First alarm went off.
Okay. Over. Over. Over.
Good, yes, yes, yes. So part of the body that you need to pull with you, yes, good girl. Yes, yes, excellent, 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 good girl.
Don't you know what you're supposed to be? Oh, I won't lie.
It's okay. She understood before when you didn't tell her what to do, and I knew she knew what to do, but you weren't saying it to her, so she didn't do it. But she said, I think I know. But she told us with her body, I think this, and then she's like, but you're not telling me. So she didn't do it. So the fact that she was helping you, yeah, she was like, I think I know this, and then all you had to go is, oh yeah, and I'm supposed to talk to you about it, right? When you said, oh yeah, I'm supposed to talk to you about it, she's like, okay, see, now we can do this. And then once you were out there, you were even more comfortable because you weren't like managing, an obstacle. Yeah, still don't like you today. She's like, come on.
Now, if you come to the fence nicely tomorrow, you'll get back in good graces.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, stop her, back up. See how much you can do without swinging the rope at her? Have the rope as just like a hold it out support, because I think you're adding a little more energy than she needs, so she's getting a little anxious. Yep, don't crowd her, tell her to back away from you. Yep. Yep. Draw, get her nose, get her nose, get her nose. Yep, redirect her nose, point, tell her nose where to go. Yep, there you go. Tell her to go forward. Good. Draw, get her nose. Tell her nose where to go. Yep. Push her shoulder to follow her nose. Yep, get her nose. Yep, tell her nose where to go. Push her shoulder to follow her nose. All the way. Good. Yes, there. Good. Yes. There you go. There. Nice. Yep. There you go. Nice. Yep. Good.
Now slalom.
So now slalom. So, yep. Send her through. Yeah, you caught yourself. Your hand was way up in the air again. Yep. There you go. There you go. All the way around. There, that was nice.
Over, over,
Yep.
over,
Yep.
over, back, 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 over, over, over.
So remember when you're beside him, it's kind of a jiggle on the line instead of a swing side to side instead of a swing side to side. So it's like a loose change. Yep.
Over, 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 come on,
Yep. Back.
back, back, back.
Good. Yep.
Over,
Good. Back.
back,
Good. Over. Rib cage. Rib cage. Hind end. Rib cage. Draw. 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 There you go. There you go. There it is. Good. 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 Now send her through.
good girl.
Behind you. Good. Good. Good job.